Hey guys, we're back with part two with Zack from Oozing Wound. So I'll just wait for him to pop back in. The stupid 60-minute cutoff on Instagram is just infuriating. Okay. Just waiting for him to connect. Hi. Yeah, there's this 60-minute
I'm back.
cutoff thing that's really freaking annoying on Instagram. It's like, ah. It's like, and then you've got to like
Makes
get
sense.
ready to like be like, sorry, I have to interrupt you because we're gonna just get in a minute, get the chop. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. So you were saying like, yeah, you're not really a poetic, but you've got phrases and great song titles.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I try to keep an open ear for it if people are talking. Sometimes it bothers people, or I have to make sure. I'm like, okay, so you just said this thing that I'm going to steal as a song title. Is that okay? And then sometimes people are not okay with that, and they're like, I want it.
Really?
It's like fine. Uh, Rarely. Sometimes people are like, cite me in the, like the credits or some
Oh
shit. My
god.
old boss said tween shitbag referring to fans of a band that we didn't like. And I was like, that's perfect. I have a song that would be great for tween
Yeah,
shitbag.
it's just like I love it. Like it's looking at
But,
like welcome, welcome to the spaceship,
oh,
motherfucker.
welcome to the spaceship, motherfucker.
And
That's a Kevin one,
oh,
actually. I brought a riff. I
I'm
brought
not
the riff in, and
surprised that it's a Kevin.
the main riff from that song, and I played it, and then I was like, so that's the what I'm thinking. And Kevin's like, yeah, man, like it's like welcome to the spaceship, motherfucker. It's like, oh yeah,
That's
okay.
totally a Kevin thing. Kevin should play in like a hazmat suit,
Yeah,
I feel like.
up to him, really. It's hot. I know that.
Well, yeah,
Like
yeah, at the moment,
those
yeah.
suits are hot, and it's already hard enough doing what we
Yeah,
do.
yeah. And then everyone,
But beyond, yeah,
everyone I hate should be killed.
that one I thought I was riding my bike, and someone guy almost like killed me. He veered very close, and then I thought that to myself, and then I thought I had to keep it in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
head because I was like, "That's a good song title." I had to like keep saying it
Yeah,
to
yeah.
myself until I got
Yeah.
home.
So
Uh, but
do you like come up with a phrase like when you have a phrase like that, do you then like go, all right, I'm gonna write the song around this phrase? Like or do you just
kinda. Uh, the problem that I have usually had is that I'll come up with something that I think is funny or like an interesting thing to say, and it doesn't work as
yeah,
lyrics at
yeah.
all. So it becomes more of the frame for whatever context I'm
Yeah.
singing about. Sometimes, to me, it's the key that unlocks what I'm actually singing about, because sometimes the lyrics can be kind of vague, and then it's like you have to put what that is with the song title in order for it to make any sense. Um, I don't think anybody's putting that level of work into this band, so I don't expect people to know what I'm talking about. I try to make them interesting enough to me that like it's not some basic
Yeah.
shit. I To me the lyrics are probably they have to be the weakest part of the band. It's like no matter how much work I put into it, it's not going to be as interesting as the other stuff. But my hope is that it never detracts from what's
Yeah.
happening, and that it never makes a song
Mm.
bad. That's the
Yeah,
biggest
yeah.
thing.
I mean, I think
Uh,
your voice works as another instrument anyway. So most of the time you
yeah,
can't
it's not
really hear what you're
melodic.
saying anyway. You hear the sound
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
sound sounds great, but it's not until, if you go trying to find the lyrics that then you're like, what? Like, which I do with lots of bands when you go and look at the lyrics and you're like, of like someone who like full
Oh
on.
God, like High on Fire or the Melvins or something, and you're just like, I can't sing along to this shit. This is stupid as fuck. Yeah, I mean, at first it's the vocal sound that like, I'll scream some amorphous shit over the top of whatever we're jamming, and then I will go from there and I'll be like, what did it sound like I was singing? And then I'll come up with my version of lyrics, and I'm like, well, because as oh God, I can't. Keith Richards has said it's not about the words you're saying; it's about the sounds
Yeah.
you're making. And it's like it's about certain vowel sounds have to hit at certain spots, or it just doesn't sound right. So to me, that's the game, is you try to come up with the most interesting sounds, and then you try and put the words that fit the sounds the best in something that makes a kind of story that doesn't make you groan when you look at it and you're like, this
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But again, it's all an ideal, and I don't know if I'm really doing it. It's just that's the
That's the
hope.
yeah, that's the end goal. I was gonna say, like, when it comes to you guys' artwork on like albums and stuff, do you get people to do that, or is it one of you guys who's doing it? Like,
Oh,
particularly for
I
like
wish no. That is Sam.
high anxiety and like whatever forever, like quite illustrative.
It's the same
Yeah,
guy.
I was gonna say it looks very similar.
All five album covers are, yeah, it's this guy Sam Nygrosh. He's on Instagram as Trash City Comics. I think he is one of the best artists. I met him when I worked at Whole Foods. I actually met him and the
What
guy who
did you
recorded
say?
the first three
Mole
records.
Foods. Oh,
Whole
I
Foods.
thought I was like, I thought you said Whole Foods, but
Yeah.
then it kind of sounded like Mole Foods. I was like, is that like a weed food shop?
I mean, more or less.
Is it a weed?
But but I worked with Sam and Maddie, who recorded our first three
Mhm.
records. Like all three of us worked at Whole Foods, and it was basically when I was starting the band. Maddie gave me the advice of like how to make us sound like a metal band, and then Sam was the one who was just like, "Will you do this artwork for us?" And then every time that he's done it, he is consistently like he comes to the studio with us. He understands what our aesthetic is. He consistently like he is the visual shaper of the
Yeah.
band. He gets what we're talking about, and then he tries his darndest to make something that like represents it. And I always think that he does an
Yeah,
amazing job.
yeah. Does he work on like merch and stuff as well?
Yeah, we've done a few things with him. Actually, he's done quite a few shirts. I also one of my former coworkers, Bill Connors. He plays in this band called Dim. He's made some of our stuff, and he does really incredible work as well. He actually did the etching on the on side four of Whatever
Hmm.
Forever. So the two of them are have been like the most consistent visual aspect of the band. And the only other person that has really done anything like actually, I don't think anyone else has designed anything for us. Sarah Squirm, you know, she worked with us on our last music video, and she has a very similar
As
aesthetic
well,
too.
yeah.
Um, yeah, but beyond that, I'm not a visual person like at all. I've tried doing artwork in high school and shit. I just like I know where my strength lies in
Yeah.
music, and I can tell when something is cool, but I can't make anything cool that or like
Visually, yeah,
visually.
yeah, yeah.
So
But I guess like if you're going through that whole Kurt Cobain phase, it was like he could do art and he could do Blur, like but
he certainly seemed to think that he
yeah,
could do
yeah.
art.
I don't know whether some of it is or
I,
isn't. Yeah, but um,
I, yeah, it's just never been my thing. When I was trying to draw and stuff, I would just stare at a blank page and I was like, I have no ideas. Like, I really have literally nothing comes to mind when it's like draw
yeah,
something.
yeah,
But if you give me a guitar, I can
yeah,
make
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I was never good at art really either. I yeah, wasn't a drawer. I wasn't really
Yeah.
good at drawing, so it
Hmm.
was like bleh. Um, I was gonna say, so how long have you and Kevin known each other?
Kevin and I technically met when I was
Hmm.
18 and he was 21, I think, because we both went to Columbia College, but they don't really have like a traditional dorms. It's like, it's in downtown Chicago and it's just different
Hmm.
buildings. Um, so we kind of knew of each other. He, at the time, he had short hair and he wore a tie a lot,
Oh my
but he
God,
was
is
really
there
into
a
lightning
photo?
bolt. And that's how he was like, oh, there's a few, but he was like the lightning bolt guy, and that's just like I would see him around, and and he's been playing in the same band since then called Unmanned Ship, and so for years I would either be playing shows with him or I would see shows that like he's on, and he still has these flyers because he's been doing this shit forever, and it kind of that's how we knew of each other. And then Kyle and I used to play in this band called Kaka, and when Kaka was breaking up, and I was like trying to start Oozing Wound. Uh, it was down between Kevin and Emily Elhaj, who is Angel
Oh
Olsen's bass
yeah,
player,
yeah,
because she and I had been talking about doing a lot of stuff. But ultimately, she got too busy, and she was also playing in this band Mayor
yeah.
Daly, and that was probably a good move because she would have definitely quit and gone on to Angel Olsen's band where she
Plus,
makes money.
she doesn't have the
And then,
fashion sense.
oh yes, she does. Emily is
Not
like
not not
the
Kevin's
fucking
fashion
coolest.
sense. You know, I think.
Well, if you want to, sure, okay, sure. Either way, that was the genesis of it, and then I gave Kevin and Kyle four songs that I thought were really easy and were apparently incredibly difficult for them, and they liked the challenge, and so we've kept it going for like 9 years
Yeah.
now.
What is that? Just reading his comment.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. I mean, should have just done a three-way
yeah,
interview.
yeah, it's great. Same thing happened with Thou. Like when I interviewed Andy from Thou, all of his bandmates were giving their 2 cents all the way through, which was quite
Hell
funny.
yeah, no, I like that.
It was great.
My early songs were hard. Our newer songs were harder than the early songs, Kev. I wasn't even fucking with time signatures really back
Yeah,
then.
yeah. So you were you like more of a theory guitarist when you started, like a bit of no.
Oh, no, I'm trying to get into
Yeah,
theory
this is
now.
something that everyone
I've
is
learned it.
saying. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to get back. I'm trying to get into theory now." Because theory sucked like back.
It's not that theory sucks. It's just that if you haven't already explored all of the easy options, like why on earth would you go to all the complicated ones? It's just like they'll try and teach this stuff. If all you care about doing is playing three-chord rock music, why the hell do you need to know what a
Yeah,
Dorian
yeah.
scale is? It's like, why do you need to know what Mixolydian is? It doesn't really apply to
Anything,
anything that
yeah.
you're doing.
It's like, and
For
all these
me, now
exercises, all the finger exercises, and
I'm doing all that stuff every day now, trying to, in my mind, make myself a
mhm.
musician. I've always had this like kind of thing where it's like I can't call myself a musician. I don't feel
Yeah,
like one. Like I make music, I play in a band, but like I can't just sit there with a guitar and entertain you for an hour. I would like I'm not that
yeah, yeah,
good. So I'm trying to, for in my mind, like make up for all these blind spots that I've had over the years. Because at this point, we're what 4.5 or five whatever albums in, on top of the album I did with Zoff, the three I did with Kakab, like all of
yeah,
these things. It's like I've kind of hit a limit of what I can really do with what I know, and if I don't expand, I'm just gonna keep making the same shit that I've already made, and I don't really
yeah.
want
You
to.
want to like
So it's
evolve
more
your
of a
sound a bit more.
I'm stuck at home, and this seems like this was the smartest thing that I could think to do with my time. I tried coding for a month and I hated everything, so I clearly cannot have a real job. I have to just play guitar
Yeah,
much
yeah,
better. That's I'm like it's coming from this aspect now. It's like there's no more choice. You better get good at this because you have spent your entire life trying to
yeah.
do
And it's the
this.
perfect time
So
to for everybody to start doing. Like I just bought I just bought a guitar to start learning again. So because I
I
used to
think
play.
I think that's a
Yeah,
great
well, I
thing.
used to play from like 12 to about 17, and I've lost it all. I couldn't play a damn thing if I tried now. So it's been 20 years or so, whatever. And yeah,
I've seen plenty of bands with people who don't know what they're doing at all. I think you will be
yeah.
just
So
fine.
I
I
was
think you
like,
could get on
I'm
stage
gonna
right
like
now.
yeah start learning and stuff, relearning how to play again, and that's part of my one of my COVID goals is to like
Video series that I recommend is this guy Ben Eller. He does "This Is Why You Suck at Guitar." I appreciate what he says a
what's it
lot
called?
because
This
I
is
have
why you
figured
suck.
out what I suck.
I'll write it down.
This is why you suck at
Okay, I'm
guitar.
writing it down
Yeah,
because I was looking for like a something
I
to
think he does a really good job of
yeah,
explaining
yeah.
stuff.
I bought her I was gonna say fake J Mascis. I my practice guitar is like a piece of shit. It's like some crappy brand because I thought I want to if I kill it or break it, I don't care. I don't want to spend money on like Marissa Nadler showed me this amazing Fender Malibu, which would be perfect because it's like small and really good for my
Mhm.
size. But I was like, I want to like learn first. Like, I don't want to go ahead and buy an amazing guitar. It's like that'll be the reward when I can
Sure.
play properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I told myself for like 15 years that I would eventually get something
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So I was just like, and then
Now,
if I like go nuts and like break strings or like do whatever, it's fine. You know what I mean? It's not like some big great loss. Like I can just
mhm.
yeah, buy like whatever. So yeah, it was like get like a beginner's like guitar, nothing too mega expensive, and then just relearn. And just like little things like
Mhm.
remembering how to like use a tuner and stuff is like really funny. Like I'm like,
Oh well, I mean, all that kind of shit. You're gonna break a string and you're gonna like be tuning it, and
yeah,
like I used to do. That stuff is like those are the first hurdles you gotta jump,
yeah, and
and
like
then it's clear
tightening
sailing
some of
from
the
there.
strings. Like there's like two strings that feel like a bit loose. So like learn, doing that kind of stuff. As I'm kind of lucky, my new housemate is a bassist, and so he's kind of gonna. I'm like, can you come and like help me relearn to tune and like tighten these strings?
Don't trust bassists. They'll tell you to do things like watch Victor Wooten videos and tell you to play all the wrong
Yeah, yeah,
notes
yeah.
and see, like don't actually practice. Don't learn how to do that sweet picking that you wanted to do since you were
Yeah, oh no,
14.
I'm not gonna
Learn
learn
the
anything from
stupid
him.
shit that
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
like.
definitely I just said to him, I just want your help with like relearning to tune and like tighten strings. That's it. Like, But like it was
Hmm.
really lovely. Like Marissa Nadler was like, oh, you can like video me and like I'll teach you some picking things. And I was like, sweet. Like, so like
That
that's
is
really
nice.
nice. So yeah, it's just like my little task for, something in COVID. And then of course these videos and stuff and like just like writing heaps more. Um and
Yeah.
like doing like articles for BuzzFeed and like just doing heaps more shit like that. Because there's nothing else to do. Like there's no jobs. Like they just announced like yesterday there's like um on Seek, which is like the biggest job platform, like to look for a job. There's like 106,000 jobs available on Seek,
Uh-huh.
and there's 1,604,000 people looking for jobs.
We got that beat. We got 30 billion unemployed, and
But we're
there's
little.
nothing to fucking do, and they're dangling unemployment in front of our
Yeah,
faces.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
beautiful. This is my favorite
yeah,
government.
yeah. I mean, we're little. We're like little guys. You got to remember, we're just little.
Oh, I know. It's like three cities
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
on the
There's a little
coast.
baby island with lots of land but minimal people. Like someone said to me
Uh-huh.
that like I think the whole of Australia is the size of the entire of New York State, the entire New York State. That's how big. Yeah,
Really?
something like that.
I thought Australia was way
Or
bigger
the
than
pop,
that.
or
I thought
maybe
like the
it's the
actual like
population.
size of
Yeah,
it.
maybe it's the population.
Okay, that makes more
Yeah,
sense because I figured Australia's got to at least be the size of
yeah,
Texas.
yeah, yeah. And it's like we've got yeah, so like we're kind of little, but we in that sense. So yeah, it's like, and then there's loads of land, but like little people, like no people there. Like everyone wants to be in the city, but we've
Hmm.
got all this massive land that's just empty. Like, but no one wants to move there. So
Yeah, and it seems well the
yeah,
outback. Yeah, I can't imagine why no one wants to go out there.
yeah. I mean, especially not where all the serial killers are and stuff. Wolf Creek
Right?
style,
Can't kill you with guns.
you know, or like a dingo killed my baby.
Right? Of course, everybody knows that.
So yeah,
I know, get that it's not really a joke. Dingo really did kidnap that lady's
I think
baby.
she
It's
took it.
fucking crazy.
Have you seen all the film?
Think
Like,
so?
there's so many documentaries and films. I think she killed her own baby. I don't think a dingo stole it. That's her. That's her. That's her
I
alibi.
did.
They can't find Like they're
Huh.
unable to prove either way.
You can't interview a
No,
dingo,
exactly. But like
you
you can
know?
interview her and her story doesn't add up. Like so like it's like a conspiracy theory thing here. It's like, she was like, "Oh, a dingo took my baby." And it's like, did it though? So
Mm,
yeah, it's kind of
I
like
see.
this mythical thing that comes up every like probably 10 years where it gets everyone talks about it again and like wants to reopen the case and like stuff because it's like dingoes are kind of rad. Like dingoes are nice. Like I went to the top end, and yeah, like went to a place where there was just all dingoes, and they're just a really nice dog, like like, and they
Right,
just walk
yeah.
around humans quite well. You just got to not feed them, like you know, because they get their own food and stuff, and you can make them sick. But like they're just like these really beautiful dogs. I mean, that doesn't mean that they don't kill things, but like yeah, like there's not been many cases of dingoes killing babies. Like that was the only one. So it's kind of a little weird. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's kind of like,
Now I know.
yeah, and it's like, she claims it went from the 10 to or like whatever. I don't know, because she could be telling the truth, but she's so untrustworthy and like really sketchy. So it
Well, I don't
so it
like
just
her at
keeps
all.
coming back up, like every couple of years, like Lindy Chamberlain, she killed the baby, not a dingo, like, or did the dingo.
Lindy Chamberlain.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's her name.
I'm gonna write a song
Yeah,
about her
Lindy
now.
Chamberlain. Yeah, you killed your own baby, bitch. Next song title. Um,
I don't know if I will
that
ever
bitch.
ever feel comfortable enough
Just
yeah, to
don't
use
use
bitch
don't
in a
just
song
don't use
title, but
bitch.
maybe.
Just put Lindy Chamberlain.
Oh, a friend of mine did have a really good one that has bitch in it, and it's "Pray at Home, Bitch." And I thought that that was like the funniest song title ever, but I don't think
Yeah,
I
you
can use
couldn't
it.
you couldn't.
But that I got a great. I mean, I've been sitting on my band Heinous Penis for a long time. I've got so many
That's
ideas.
an amazing.
That's my
There's a
favorite
lot
one.
of heinous penises out there, so I'm down. I'm
I know, and I figured that no one would want to see a band called Heinous Penis. I wouldn't. So I thought that's been my fake band for like 4 years now.
heinous penis.
Anytime I'm like, yeah, anytime I want to bother someone, it's like, well, okay, well, Heinous Penis can play.
I love it. Heinous penis. Yeah, yeah. You could get like dick pics, and like
Oh, I don't want to do anything of the sort. I just like the name. I thought it's a horrible. It makes you. It's like Lumpy in the Dumpers.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like,
It's a
I
little
just don't
like,
like it.
ugh. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go to that. Yeah, yeah. It's like a little odd.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, like yeah. There's amazing stories like that. Just look up anything. Like I mean, the family's another good one to look up. Like they're the
the
family.
family.
They were like a cult in Australia. They look like
Oh,
Dogs of
okay,
the
yeah,
Damned. All the kids have bleach blonde hair.
got
She
it.
like got all these kids and bleached their hair into bob cuts and dressed them all the same, and she just
That
fed them ecstasy all the time. It's
sounds
yeah,
very
it's very
cool.
weird, but yeah, that's a good one. And then
I've been to a club like that before.
I love a bob cut. Like, do you remember people would actually put a bowl on?
Yeah, yeah, there was the bowl cut. That's the
Yeah, yeah.
70s. That's a little bit before my time. I'm from the 80s where children are special and they didn't do that to
I
you.
haven't
Oh, Kevin wants to know if you like the
I haven't listened.
Chats.
I,
Do you
I
know that
haven't
band, the
listened to it
Chats?
enough. Actually, there's this band. I think.
He really likes them. I mean, I like the song "I'm on Smoko" a lot, and "Pub Feed." It's another great song, but he is really obsessed with that shit.
Yeah, yeah. The chat. Do they have mullets? Because a lot of the bands that are coming out of Australia at
Probably.
the moment have mullets. Like Amel and the Sniffers are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chat.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
they played at
chats
the
have
Bottle.
mullets. Yeah, I thought they did. Um,
Of course they
and
did.
then there's this band called Totally Unicorn, which is like fronted by this kind of big dude, and it's pretty cool.
Totally Unicorn. That sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
that's pretty cool.
Honestly, the isn't Melbourne like the place to be right now for
Yeah,
bands?
yeah. It's like that's where
Yeah, I feel like everybody
like it's where the music is, where the art is, where the food is. Like, you know, that's where you want to.
makes
That's where you
sense.
want to be. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they've got this one film clip that's called Grub, and it's really funny and weird, and it's got like Crocodile Dundee guy's head going like this. I saw them play. They opened for Cancer Bats, and that's when I was
Okay.
like, hey, these guys are kind of cool, and they have like good titles too. Like, they've got a title, a song for the dead shits, like, and you know, stuff like that. I think you might like them.
Sure.
They kind of like,
Oh, I don't like anything.
well,
You'll find that
maybe
out.
Kevin,
I'm a big
maybe
curmudgeon.
Kevin will like them. Yeah, they're kind of, they call
Maybe.
them like metalcore, mathcore, post-hardcore, but I don't know. I don't. They're kind of funny. They're goofy dudes. So
Okay, I like
yeah, they're
Goofy.
very, very
Goofy's
goofy
good.
kind of guys. So yeah, they're kind of cool. But yeah, I haven't really listened much to the chats. But yeah, if you like the chats, Kevin, I think you'll like Amel and the Sniffers. They're mullets as well, and they have a female singer who's badass and just like, yeah, it's all like 80s mullets and like jumping around, and yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, there's this resurgence of bands with mullets here. Mullets are like cool again. It's like a hipster thing.
Yeah, that makes
That like, yeah, you know, I respect the authentic mullet, like the guy who has a mullet because he wants a mullet and he like has no concept that it's a thing. You know what I mean?
I don't think that anybody can wear them unironically anymore. I don't think that you can just be like, I have them. Like, no, I refuse to believe that that is even
Oh my God,
possible.
there is.
Everyone knows
I'm
what
gonna
they
find
are.
this video of this guy. He lives in like proper like Bogan, like Australia, and he has a legit mullet, and just that he's talking is gold. And like those guys in those parts of Australia, they're dead serious. Like they've had a mullet their whole life.
Oh, I believe
Like
that.
they're not being
Yeah.
like ironic at all. They're like, this is my life. Mullet or die. And so
Hey, I
it's
get it.
just like that's the way it is.
I've had the same hair for like 13 years now. I never
Yeah, but if
change.
you kind of like
If I had guts, I would do a mullet.
it a bit, oh my God, uh, like,
It'd be a giant poof ball up here. If you want to know what it would look like, I would look like the drummer from the Minutemen in the '80s.
you know what would be amazing?
Zach, man, this is a bad take that I would have a mullet. Yeah, because I'm fucking serious, Connor.
No, you know
Jesus.
what would be really funny is if you chopped it all and you had like the curly like rat's tail, just a really long
Oh
curly rat's
yeah,
tail.
yeah, that would look great.
That would be like, if you're gonna do something fucked up, that's the one to do. Like, just get rid of everything
Yeah,
and have a really long curly rat's tail. Like, I still see,
I mean, yeah, there was the style of like having the curly mohawk like down
yeah,
the middle. It's just like curly hair does one thing. You either have it
and a
and it goes
fro,
up or
yeah,
it
like
comes
there's
down.
a
And
fro.
if you don't, yeah, I
That's
had
why
that.
like a rat's tail would work because there's nowhere it can go. Do you know what I mean?
If mine would turn into like mine would dread, and I don't
Uh,
want dreads. I can't be a
no
guy with
dreads.
dreads. Never gonna
No
happen. Yeah,
dreads.
deal with that,
Anytime I
Connor.
see someone with dreads, I'm like, whoo, patchouli. Because you know how like hippies with dreads, like they don't wash their hair, they just dump patchouli all over
Oh,
it.
I am very familiar with exactly what
Yeah,
you were referring to. I
they
worked
just
at Whole
dump
Foods.
fucking patchouli all over their head to mask the smell of not
I
washing,
know.
and you're like, gross. No dice. It's like the worst. I call them shit locks.
Uh, with good
Yeah.
cause.
They went out and they should stay out. Like, you know what I mean? Unless you've got beautiful, amazing, like African American beautiful hair with the proper like ones that are like really tight and clean, and like those are fine. It's the filthy ones that, like, you know, you feel like there's a bird nest in there. I remember a crust punk like friend of mine found a fucking spider, and I was like, that's next level. No, that's chop all your hair off. Chop your
Yeah,
hair off.
yeah,
That's
that's
like
bad.
that ain't next. That's just nah. No, not happening, man. Not happening. Um. So so with the new what you're working on now, the new stuff. Um. Do you
Yes.
have like do you know if you've got like a theme or anything yet? Or are you just like fucking around until you can figure that bit out?
Uh, I mean, thematically, like musically, thematically, it's gonna sound like Tad and Bleach era Nirvana, but us doing it. So my stupid ass voice, but like that. Uh, and beyond that, lyrically, I've only written one song, and that's called "Bank Account Anxiety."
That's
That
very
is the
poignant.
general tenor
That's
of the
very
record.
poignant for right now.
Yes. I actually wrote that over, it's over a year old, so how weird that we're having a recession and
Cruising
a
with the top
depression
down is the new theme.
is the new theme. Yeah, top down on life. We are going full speed ahead. I got nothing yet. I have tried writing lyrics a few times, but like I haven't quite found my way into it. I'm not too concerned with that. A handful of times I've still been writing lyrics right before I'm recording them in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
studio. That I tried not to let that happen, but that has happened
yeah.
a few times. But musically, I am pretty excited about most of the stuff that we're doing right now, and like we're working our way through it. And I think it'll be good, or it'll be terrible. Everyone will let me know, I'm sure. I can only do what I think is the right thing to do, and I think we're doing
Just
the right
wait for
stuff.
the
That's
YouTube comments. That's where you get all the truth.
I've our YouTube comments are
Oh
lackluster.
man,
I'm disappointed with the people that don't like this band. I wish that they were more
trolly. Yeah,
virulent.
yeah,
No, I don't want trolls. I want people to have. I want real
yeah, yeah,
criticism.
yeah.
I'm never gonna get what I want.
No, no,
It's fine.
you need like a
Uh,
proper. You want a proper critique.
yeah, except when I've gotten them, I've gotten depressed. So I don't know what I want.
No, that's the thing. Like, if you ask for a critique, you got to take whatever the fuck they tell you, and it might suck.
Yeah, generally it's that we don't take ourselves seriously enough, and this band is a joke, and then it's just like, well, you don't get it, and then
Yeah, well, they just don't get it. Then you're
circle.
asking the wrong people.
They're the people who
Who
write.
what?
Who write about music as if that's something that you can really
Yeah,
do.
but they're not always right. I mean, fuck, like,
I didn't say that they're right.
no,
I'm just
no, but you know,
saying
like,
that
remember when?
if they don't catch you correctly, just what it
Yeah, and
is.
also I feel like people who write about music, like, particularly for publications and stuff, they are reviewing so many different genres, and sometimes it's purely because they don't dig the genre. So that's
Oh,
they
sure.
don't get
Yeah.
it. Therefore, they just like say it's crap. I mean, I remember when when Pitchfork actually used to mean something. Like you could look at the list and go, almost all, at least 8 out of 10 of those albums were great. Now it's like shit after shit
Hmm.
after shit. Like you just like it's just stuff that they're getting paid to review.
Well, I mean,
You know.
yeah, there's the pipeline concept of like how things get chosen, and why it always seems like the same bands from the same labels are always getting the attention, and it's like the same types of bands, and it's everything is about marketing and making your money, and that you like if you want like Pitchfork's what owned by Condé
Yeah.
Nast now.
Exactly.
Yes, Pitchfork never
Yeah.
meant anything. That's true. I mean, nothing means anything in that sense. But like, there was a moment in my life where it like had a cultural sway over me
Yeah,
when I
that's what I
was
mean.
young and
When we were younger, there was
uh,
like a little bit of it. You could expect that something they had there would be.
but I can't. Yeah, but me at 35 and me at 18 are never gonna agree on anything. And like the records that I cared about then, I haven't listened to LCD Sound System or Interpol or Annual Notice by the Trail of Dead or whatever fucking shit was like huge
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
was a
What about
teenager.
corn? Do you bust out a bit of
And it's
some
never met.
Adidas every now and again?
I to To this day, I will defend "Got the Life" as
Oh
a
my
killer
God, that is a
disco song
great song. I
from the
love that
90s.
song. I just didn't like the
Yeah,
tracksuits.
it's a fucking disco
Yeah,
shit. It's really good. I mean, if you're Korn's not the band to make fun of for new metal. They
they
were
were
at least
at
trying
least
something as
they
stupid
were
as
the
they are.
better version of new metal that ever existed. Like I don't
Sure,
understand people's
I
love
just
of
like
like
that they
Linkin Park or their love of
that shit's
Limp
confounding to me, and it
Bizkit.
was in that time too.
Like
It was
and
well, nobody talks about them, but
do
Linkin
you know
Park and
how
System
many
of a Down are
times
still
Limp
talked about
Bizkit
with it.
tour Australia? So many times. It's enough to, it's like boom, every festival. It's like you look at the lineup, did it Limp Bizkit. It's like, who the fuck keeps doing this? And then
I don't know, but that's a sign of where all of the band names
and like
came from
System of
over
a
the last 10
Down, like I
years.
never got that either. I never really understood why people love that.
Me
Like
neither.
all that new metal I hated, except for like my one of my really good goth friends loved Korn, and she made me
Sure,
watch
you
everything,
had
like
to.
every documentary thing, every interview, like she was obsessed. She even bought the snap pants, and I was like, Jesus Christ! And so I ended up like kind of liking him by default. But yeah, like "Got the Life" is such a great song. The riffs, the disco, dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun, like yeah,
I will defend that song to this day. I think it's a really
yeah,
good
it
jam.
is. Yeah, if I had to pick any new metal, that would be the one. Like everything else was like crap. I'm glad that that was after my time. Like when I was in school, it was Nirvana and stuff. It was like that was what was around.
Sure.
Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Screaming Trees,
That was the stuff I
that
was
stuff.
obsessed with, but oh, Screaming Trees. Everybody forgets
I
about Mark
fucking love
Lanigan.
Mark. Like Mark's like a mate of mine, and he like I've seen him play like numerous times, like on his own, and yeah, I mean, I still remember the film clip to oh fuck, Nearly Lost You, where the
Sure, from singles.
guitarist, like who's huge, does this ginormous roll in the film clip. I don't know if you remember that. It's gold, and
I
then he
do.
and
No,
then he lands,
I definitely watched that a
and he's
lot.
like playing again. I'm like, how did that dude do that? He's fucking ginormous, and he just like like yeah, amazing. But yeah, like and oh yeah, Mudhoney, of course. Yep. Um, yeah,
Yeah, that was all the stuff that I like. That to me, that's where our aesthetic comes from. Is just like these bands that were either heavy or whatever, but they were also they know that being in a band is a giant joke, and it's just like you're just a bunch of fucking
yeah,
guys
playing like it's not
or
like a
whoever
serious.
doing some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's like yesterday I did a
Yeah,
whole
and stuff.
Soundgarden revisit from the start, only up until
I don't like the early stuff, but Super
really.
Unknown,
I
solid.
love is it Bad Motorfinger? I can't remember. There's
Bad Motorfingers,
loud like
yeah,
the
that's
one
got
with
some good
like
stuff.
loud like love on it, and
Loud
loud
Love
like
is
yeah,
on, I think, Loud
that's
Love.
great too. I like those two.
I don't know. I never liked Flower or that stuff or Ultra Mega OK. It just like I get the like Zeppelin meets Sabbath
Mm.
thing. I just feel like it kind of transcends
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that. But yeah, I think Super
I
Unknown
mean
is
that's a
fucking
brilliant
perfect,
album. Like it's just that is.
which is weird because it's 73 minutes long, which is like my least favorite thing ever. I fucking hate 70-minute long albums. Fuck you, cut something. But that one is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good.
and you can it's one of those albums where you can listen to it and not have to skip songs, unless you're not in the mood for Black Hole Sun
Yeah. Oh well,
or
that I mean,
Snowman.
yeah. It's all about Fourth of July.
Oh
That
yeah, I
song
love Fourth
kicks
of July, and
ass.
also the towards the end the suicide she sells suicide one, and there's another one, just really good, really really good.
Oh wait, she sells surprise, or she
Yeah,
sells
yeah,
surprises, or she
yeah,
likes
yeah,
surprises. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the song. Yeah, it's a really weird
Yeah, and
one.
I love the Big Dumb Sex, that old one. Love that one.
Sure.
And he does a slow version of it. I wish that he had. It's very short, but I wish he had done a long version of that. as like a B-side or something, because it sounds so good slow as well. Like even though it's really
Slow it
even
down.
though it's really like, what do you call it? Like it's not the kind, it's quite abrasive. What's going on?
He's asking about the Natalie Imbruglia song "Torn" and about the band that originally wrote it that she kind of
Oh
stole it
yeah,
from.
yeah, she did steal that. Yes, and everyone thinks it's her song, bitch. Um,
Oh, I knew in eighth grade that she didn't write it, and I was like, no, she didn't write that. No one cares.
no, no,
No one
no one
cares now.
cares. Like they just think it's her. I mean, all the time. And you know, she was from Neighbours. Like, oh
I
my
don't know
god,
what that
they're
is. Oh, wait,
terrible.
there was a show called
Yeah,
Neighbors, right?
terrible soapies. There's like
Okay,
terrible soapies called
I did
Home and
know that.
Away and Neighbours, and she was from one of those, and it was like, yeah, there was this whole period
Didn't she
where
marry
people would,
Daniel Johnston from Korn too? Or what's the guy? Or
which
not
guy?
from? Daniel Johnston from
No,
Silverchair.
he was.
Silverchair. Didn't she marry?
Oh, they were married, yeah, for a little bit, but it's totally fake.
Yeah.
He's totes gay.
Oh well.
The
Well,
stories are,
just destroy the illusion of
yeah,
that. I thought they had a perfect
yeah,
marriage.
no, I think it was a fake, like, record company marriage. Like
Oh,
one of those, like, let's put them together. And yeah, because I remember there was this huge thing on Twitter. It was like, it was really amazing. It was like Natalie Imbruglia Torn is a cover, and Twitter can't handle it. Like,
I do
yeah, like
remember
people
that.
couldn't were losing their shit over like the fact that it was never her song. The song was actually written by like a Danish person. Like, yeah, it's a Danish song. I forget who the person is. It's someone we'd never heard of. But yeah, it was, yeah, it was
Wow. Take that, Danish guy.
I think it was a chick. Um let's see. Oh yeah, the real singer actually wrote a Twitter post about it, reminding people that it was his song or her song. Yeah, Liz, Liz Sorensen is the original writer, singer, and songer of it. Yeah, there you go. It wasn't
Bizarre.
an Australian, but like there's yeah, but I remember that like everyone lost their shit on Twitter that it wasn't really her song. I mean, she sings it well, like, but I'm not really. That's not my kind of
Sure.
music. But she sings it well. But there was a whole period.
I'm not a big fan of music, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
like she was one of those like people that like, there was like a huge surgence of people from Neighbours and Home and Away that put songs out, and they were all dreadful.
Huh.
Like they were all
That's not
covers and
surprising.
shit, and they were all like auto-tuned, and like they couldn't actually sing, and all that kind of. I mean, Kylie Minogue was from Neighbours, but she can actually kind of sing.
I don't even know predates all that
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
though.
she was the original.
I mean, Locomotion came out in like what,
She was the
87?
original, first ever like soapy person to become a singer, but she can actually sing, and she's the only one who's had a long career. And then of course,
Yeah,
Jason
definitely.
Donovan, who was her like
Of
was her
course.
lover man, like in Neighbours, and so they had that really daggy song.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay, of course. Back to
yeah,
the
yeah.
show.
So they had a really daggy
Yeah.
song they released together called "Especially for You." If you look it up, it's so bad. Yeah, so
Mm,
bad. But he's
that sounds really
yeah,
good
yeah.
though.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah. You've got to
intrigued.
look it up. But then eventually, yeah, his career didn't go very far. Like he
It
kind
was
of, yeah,
done.
he does theater, I think now, like musical theater, like
Ah, theater, yes, the poor man's television,
yeah,
of
that's where
course.
they go. They move to the UK, stay there for a bit, and then they move back and do theater type shit. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's all that kind of jazz. Um, yes. So that's your Natalie Imbruglia update.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. I was
yeah.
concerned, as was
Everyone was
Connor,
really worried.
obviously.
We were talking the other day, having a very big discussion about Chad Channington from Nirvana, and how we wanted to know if he was okay.
Pennington.
Pardon?
I think it's just Chad
Sorry,
Channing.
Channing. Yeah, why am I saying Chaddington? Yeah, Chad Channing, right? And we were talking about him and saying how we wanted to find out if he was okay. And like what,
Yeah, he was in a few bands
yeah,
after that,
and like
but
what he does now,
yeah, I
and
don't
like if
think
he's all right. Because you know how,
his life is better than Jason
oh, yeah,
Everman. I could
yeah,
tell you
he's
that.
definitely, yeah. He's got, yeah, because like, you know, like, because it was like Dave Grohl's, Teen Dave Grohl that tried to push him out of getting his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing.
What? He wrote the drums for In Bloom. Chan Channing
Yeah, and he
deserves
did
it.
all of Bleach. Um, so like, but
Not all of it,
most
but
of it,
most of
yeah.
it.
But he was
Dan
also
Peters is
like,
on.
he was their
Yeah.
live drummer from the very beginning because he was best. He was he was besties and housemates with Kurt. So like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, I like
so
Chad. I was always a big Chad fan when I
yeah. It's
was
like,
younger.
come on, man, fuck you. Don't be a douche. Let the guy get his little thing. Like, you know,
Well, Dave Grohl doesn't have a lot going on for himself right now, so I can see why he would want to take that away from
well, you
Chad.
know, he's what do you call it? Like, he's made a career out of living off his legacy of that.
Yeah,
So
I know. That's what I've been trying to do, and it doesn't work.
I liked him better. I liked him better
Bullshit.
when he like played drums and shut up. Like, you know, like that. I preferred him then.
Yeah,
Like
no. I like the first Foo
everyone
Fighters record,
does.
and that's about
Everyone.
it.
The
Can't say.
first Foo Fighters album, great. Anything after that, dad rock. So yeah,
Agreed.
I was like, you've lost. I was like, Kurt Cobain wouldn't be happy about this. He'd be like, what are you?
I don't think he'd be happy about anything. I think
Well,
he's
you know what I
dead.
mean. If he was still alive somehow, magically, and was like listening, he'd be like, what is this piece of shit? This is like the antithesis of everything we were against when we were a band. And now you're like playing stadium, you know, like you're like Mr. Dad Rocky Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
You
I could
know.
see that. I mean, and to me now, listening to like Nevermind just sounds like Cheap Trick, so it doesn't
Yeah,
seem
I
like
mean,
all
yeah,
that
now.
different.
But I mean, remember how
But
important it was at the time though? Like I always remember.
I sure do. I yelled a lot at my parents about how important
So
Nirvana
did I.
was,
I mean, and
and God damn it,
yeah,
I
like
meant.
listen to this and da, da, da. I remember like getting the album like the day it came out, going over to my friend's house, and I was sitting in her bedroom playing it on repeat over and over and over again. Like it was so profound, like that experience. And I remember it like so well, like so much emotion, you know what I mean? Like hearing it.
I
And
do.
yeah. And yes, I agree. Give Chad his goddamn due. It's not cool. Not cool. I'm like, just give him a fucking statue.
Nah,
Like, fuck me. How much does it cost? Like, and like Chris and Courtney Love were both like Chad should have it. Like they were like Team Chad. Like
mm,
Chad and Dave should both get
team.
awards. Like, but you shouldn't cut Chad out. Like, you know what I mean?
What about Dan Peters? He played on it too.
Yeah, true.
He's on some of the best tracks on
Yeah,
Incesticide.
true.
Give me the
Well, give
Peters.
them all. Like, let's just get them all. Give them all like little awards, even if we have to make them ourselves and send them. We're like, whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, that whole sound, that whole lyrical thing. Like, I remember like the lyrics being so poignant at the time, and like being like, whoa, this is like next level shit.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, like
And that's what I thought one day I would be able to do with lyrics, and I just,
I would
it's,
love to hear. I would love to hear your Kurt Cobain like song. One of your old Kurt Cobain like ones doing the voice.
ooh, no, they're pretty bad. I played in a band called Remonstrate when I was like a freshman in high school. There, the only thing I don't have a recording of, but it's
Oh, it's
still
still up
still
in your
here,
yeah, yeah.
still embarrassed by it. Yeah,
And you're like, I'm trying to forget. I'm trying to forget. Um,
every day of my life. Why do you think I smoke so much weed? I am just trying to kill the memories that are keeping me from enjoying myself.
so I guess what's next for you guys? Like, you're waiting. Obviously, we're all waiting for COVID to end before we can figure shit out. Did you have any plans?
Yeah, it's this.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't fucking know.
But I mean, like, did you
Like I
have
said earlier,
did
it
you have
used to
anything planned, like, or locked in for 2021 that you're waiting to?
not for 2021. Like we had this tour that we would have just been coming home from right now, and then usually like you do the tour, and then we're like, cool, now we're done with this album cycle, and we can move on to the next thing. The original plan was to maybe finish up writing and be in the studio by this winter,
Drive-in movie theater
but
shows.
without it, yeah, don't listen to Kevin. But without shows, there's no impetus to do anything because there's like can't release like you can put it out and then it'll just get forgotten.
Yeah.
Like, um, I mean, no one knows how it's gonna go, but I think we're just gonna keep on the same path. We'll write, and when we're finished writing, we'll record it,
Is
and
there any
then
chance this
we'll present it to
Europe tour can get pushed to next year, or is it just
maybe.
yeah? Because a few
I
people
mean,
have that
it's our
happened to.
it depends on Roskilde Fest because that's like what the big show was. That was kind of the anchor for everything else, and it's uh, without a big show like that to pay for most of the tour, it's like the other
Can't
stuff
get
can't get booked
yeah.
around it. I don't even like uh, our guy at Swamp Booking
No, I
said
like
that
Ricky
their plan is to redo it next. Yeah,
and
Ricky's
Louise.
great. He said that their plan was to do it next year. Oh, at
Yeah,
Highway
I love
Holidays,
Louise.
Louis and Bud.
He's the best.
Like we were gonna see all of these people, and I was really excited. I was so stoked to see all of these people. I only get to see when we're
Yeah,
on tour, and we don't get to do it this year. And I hope we get to do it next year, but just don't know. I have no
yeah. So
idea.
what did
The
Swan
plan is to
say?
record and to try and write as much stuff as possible, and then hopefully there's still venues that
Mm,
exist and people that can still put on
yeah,
shows. Because if the way things are going right now, there's not going to be
to
any
play.
places to
Yeah, I
play.
know. So
So
many
I don't even know
places
what
are
the end.
closing, and yeah, which is rough.
Yeah. So just trying not to get freaked out about that and just doing what I'm doing, which is
People will make
writing and
places.
playing
That's the
guitar.
thing. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's really depressing.
Oh, places will get made, but the path that we are riding, like we're on the shoulders of the people who came before us, and most of this stuff has been in existence since
Yeah.
the '80s, as these touring, Black Flag and Discord and like that whole thing, like made these touring paths out of the DIY scene that and what had been before with like small touring circuits, but it's mostly built out of this thing that existed from the 80s.
Mm,
And once you start taking out these big linchpin
yeah.
places and you don't have major shows in Chicago or New York or LA or wherever, it's like, yeah, you can play in the places in between, kind of,
Mm,
but like it gets really complicated really quickly. And then if there's not enough of those places, everybody's going to try and go on tour at the same time. And there's going to be a huge glut, and it's going to be really hard to organize tours correctly, or at least in some capacity that's going to make any sense. Because when it opens back up, it's going to be
yeah, it
nuts.
is. Everyone's gonna be
I just
trying
don't
to
know when
do
that's
it at
going
the
to
same
be.
time, and it's gonna be like the
Yeah, and I work at a venue, and we don't know. I don't think we're coming back this year, but there's no official word. I wouldn't feel comfortable coming back. It's already scary enough dealing with people when they're drunk. Now I got to worry about them being
yeah,
diseased too.
yeah, and
But
like being all like
so basically, I don't know. I'm just doing shit. I'm just, sitting with my
yeah,
dog,
yeah. Like, I mean, because
hanging with my girlfriend. There's not a whole lot to my life right now.
yeah, like I was gonna say, like, some people will, like, some venues will like die, which is gonna be really shit. But then I feel like with
Yeah,
everything, new shit will arrive. Like, there'll be like warehouses, there'll be certain things, and like really good example is like St. Vitus in New York. So St. Vitus made a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter or something that was like they only needed like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 grand, and they put a thing out and they ended up getting 20 grand. They're fine. They're saved. So like,
Well, that's
like,
cool.
so,
I've never been to St. Vitus. We had a show book there, and then they
oh
canceled us. So
no.
I'm glad for them,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
Why
fuck
did they
them.
cancel?
They got a bigger play, or they got a bigger band
Bummer.
to come play,
I'll speak
and
to
then we got booted to
I'll speak
DIY
to the
show.
bloke and be like, hey, you owe him a show, mate.
Hell
But
yeah,
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 but the
that's
St.
right.
Vitus is an amazing venue, and so many people play there in New York. But yeah, like they were expecting like I said, like a couple of thousand just to tide them over, and yeah, they ended up getting 20 grand. So it's worth it's
Well,
worth
that's cool.
setting that shit up. Like, because there's a few venues here that are like, oh, we're struggling, like, and it's like, get a GoFundMe going, man, because it works. Because big investors, like dickheads, like with loads of money, they'll put money on it, like, as well.
Sure, they won't do anything to save it without a GoFundMe,
Yeah,
but yeah,
exactly. But if you get one of those, they'll happily throw money at it, and then they can write it off, as tax like things and shit like that.
true.
Um,
And again, it comes back to money, like we said when we
yeah,
started.
exactly. It's all the money thing, and like, and that's what like ruined us with the opening too early and having like the 2 weeks open. It was like it was all money. It
Yeah.
was venues being like, we need to play because we need to open because we need money, da da da, da. And then yeah, boom,
Hmm.
everyone's sick. Now we've got a another 6 weeks lockdown, which means that all of those people are now pushed out even further. So it's like,
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing here. They reopened bars and now they're closing them, and it costs more money to close a bar, open the bar, and then close it again than
did
it
you
is
have
to just
loads
keep
of
it
people
closed.
in
And that's the
bars?
kind of shit.
Like, what was your?
I don't know. I don't go
Oh,
fucking
I don't go
anywhere
anywhere.
anymore. I stay home, and I see these idiots
Yeah,
out,
I was
but
like,
yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
even going to
know.
attempt to leave to go to any kind of eating or bar or whatever until maybe
Yeah.
December at the earliest, and even then, maybe probably not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah,
just
maybe.
depends on what
I
happens.
do. I know very
Yeah,
well.
like I'd rather. I mean, um, Uber Eats is massive here, so everyone's just Uber eating, and you can get alcohol, you can get food. All of the restaurants, like the good ones and the fancy ones, are all on Uber Eats now. Like, so everyone's
Huh. Yeah, I mean similar
so
things
like
here.
people are doing that, and it's all
I just don't want to pay $90 to eat at home from a place that I mean, yeah, I don't know. Buy your food to go. Don't eat in. That's right, Kevin. He's a delivery guy, so he
yeah,
feels this.
yeah, no, because like even every time the courier comes to drop off parcels for me, I'm always like, hey man, and he's like, dude, you've got a lot of parcels, and I'm like, yeah, man, and then he's like, I love it though because I get paid every time I come here. Like, so he's like, and I'm like, yeah, there'll be more for the next week, so catch you tomorrow's. And he's
Oh
like
yeah.
super pumped. He's just like, keeps me getting money. Like, so yeah, he's really psyched on it every time he comes. And he's like, oh, he's always chit chatting. But yeah, like he's like, I get paid by like how
Mm.
many jobs I do. So he's like, yeah, he's pumped. And it's the same with all the
Well, there
people
you
who
go.
do Uber Eats. Like, they obviously get paid like by how many deliveries they do and shit. So yeah, they. So I feel like and now you have all these options to give them a tip and stuff like that. And I know like in
Sure.
Australia we don't tip. There's no tipping because people get paid plenty.
Yeah, that must be
Yeah, like
different.
so you work in a bar, you get like 20 something, 20 whatever. And if you're casual, like yeah, 26 or something if it's good, like depends on where you are. Retail 20 something bucks, like 26 bucks or whatever, like so you get
Yeah, it's
paid
not like
you get
that.
paid enough that there's no need for tipping. So if you go to a restaurant, the person who's serving you is getting paid 20 bucks minimum. So they don't need a tip. But like if you have a big party or something, usually people will give tips. but like it's only if it's a big thing, you know. But yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But
That sounds
yeah,
crazy.
it's totally different everywhere else. I was gonna say we are gonna get cut off now, but thanks so much for coming on and jibber jabbering.
It was it was a pleasure. I think it's insane